I don't even know what week we're on, but this is Module 13 discussion, Stigma and Substance Use Treatment. Let's jump right in. Reflect on how stigma affects people struggling with addiction. How might a social worker balance empathy and accountability when working with clients facing addiction? There is a huge stigma on people that have substance use issues. A lot of the time they're treated as less than a person, less than a human being. People that don't understand people that don't understand what a person is going through that suffers from substance use, they can't fathom why that person can't just stop. Even when that person has lost a job, may have lost their home, their children, and even have no contact with their family anymore. People can't fathom that. But what happens when you have a person that is deep into substance use, it becomes everything. And unfortunately for them, it gets to the point at times where them using their substance doesn't even give them the same effect as it did in the beginning, and they're continually chasing a high that they'll never achieve again. And also the fact that when you get into severe addiction, at that point, it's not even safe for them to try to quit cold turkey. You have to go to a treatment facility because at that point their body is dependent on that drug to feel normal. They're not even feeling high anymore. They're just feeling normal because their body is so addicted to that feeling. And when they don't have that substance in their system, they go through withdrawal, which if the withdrawal is bad enough, they can actually die if they're not in a rehabilitation center where there's medical staff. And it's so much easier for them to overdose when they're towards the end of addiction, because the amount of substance that they have to use to feel normal and to keep away the withdrawal is higher and higher because their body has built up a tolerance. So that's dangerous in general. So even though a person might want help and, they turn to a social worker, social services, it's hard. They don't succeed the first time or the second time or the third time. It can take a lot of times for them to be able to get clean. And even then, looking at the national drug use statistics and the fact that recovery is, the stats are sad. It's really hard to recover from substance use. It's not impossible, but it's probably one of the harder things a person can go through in life, in my opinion. A lot of people don't know how to support them. Social workers, could get frustrated, could get disappointed that, maybe they offered help to a person and then they didn't follow through. That can be upsetting, putting all of that time and all of that effort into helping someone and then they just throw it in your face. We want to help people, and then when they can't seem to help themselves, it can wear you down as a person as well. So facing this is not an easy thing to do. It's very difficult. And it's hard to know what care to offer. If that person is not in a point in their substance use journey that they're not ready to seek help, trying to force them and offering services could actually push them away and deeper into substance use. So you have to know when and how to approach it. You could spend months working on someone just trying to get them comfortable or even able to admit that they have an issue in the first place. So, you know, that's hard. Um, and you have to be empathetic with people that suffer from substance use. It is a disease, an epidemic, I might add, and thousands die every day. You know, it's something that we really need to deal with. We really need to look at it in the face and help people. Um, yeah, that's all I got. Bye.